Hello, everyone. My name is Tyler, and I would like to talk about being adult braces, and I am 25 years old. I want to start this uh, sort of video series discussing my experiences and just making videos so that I could possibly help some other adults who have braces, as well as anybody of any age. Really, just help anybody out there who is concerned about using different products, and that's what my first video is going to be about. And basically, again, I got my braces not even 2 months ago. I have learned so much. This is the first time I've ever had braces in my entire life, and so there's nothing wrong with being older, as I'm sure many people have already said on YouTube. There's absolutely nothing wrong, of course, with being older, and that's the least of your problems when you have braces on. Is, am I too old for that? I'm really talking about in this video, and maybe I'll share a little bit more about my personal experiences some other time. But basically, what I'm going to talk about is just the products that I use, products that I recommend, and perhaps some of the myths of some products that you think you need when you have braces, but you really actually don't. But this is all just my opinion. I want to make that perfectly clear that, I definitely think first and foremost to make yourself feel secure about the choices you're making, that you talk to your own orthodontist or even general dentist, because they can both be much more helpful than I am, because this is just my opinion. And I think that a lot of the products out there, they sell really well for people who have braces, but you don't always need them. And you can buy them if you want, but you don't have to buy them. The cool thing is that you don't need anything fancy. You don't need like something really expensive unless you want to. Electric toothbrushing certainly makes things a lot easier, and I just store my manual brush in a cup like this, and oftentimes I'll put salt water in it. But yeah, just any toothbrush will do, actually. As long as it's a soft toothbrush. You don't need like something fancy, unless of course you want to have that. Now I'm also using a Sonicare, but I don't use that much. The next thing is mouthwash. It doesn't really matter what mouthwash you use, but it is recommended that you have something with fluoride in it. I really like it. And there's also Listerine with fluoride in it. You can use that too. I'm sure that works perfectly fine, but I prefer ACT. I've been using it for years now, since I made my very first video years ago. When I use ACT, it makes my teeth a lot whiter and healthy looking. That's the important thing, is that I like products that make my teeth look healthy. And the reason why I gave up being natural completely was because my teeth just didn't look healthy. They were really dingy and really yellow, a lot more than you might see in me now with my teeth the way they are. Um, um, and as for toothpaste, what I would recommend is something basic like this. This is, to me, this is perfect. To me, I think this is better than using um, like some kind of special whitening toothpaste, but I've seen a lot of people on YouTube recommend those even with braces, and personally I would stick with something basic like this. That's just my own opinion. And if you're not sure, of course, talk to your orthodontist about what you should use. And now on the subject of floss, and I'll finish with this, is that as long as you're just using something to get between your teeth, you're fine. But I recommend regular flossing. A lot of people use the water pick. I think that's one of the myths, is that people believe they have to have a water pick with braces. I don't think you do. Now, I have a water pick, but I don't use it every day. What I do use every day is this. And I'm one of those rare people that likes flossing better than water picking. For me, the water picking takes more time. A lot of people say, well, they don't have time to floss with regular floss. To me, I feel like the water pick is more time consuming. because you know you have to wait till the water gets warm or hot, and then you have to wash it out really well and clean it off really well to make sure that mold doesn't build up in it. And to me, that's fine, nothing wrong with that, but it's way more time consuming than regular floss. So I don't know where people feel like flossing takes longer than water picking, but everybody's different, I guess. But I just love this so much more than using water pick. It's way more convenient to me. And I'm showing you the super floss. I've tried all kinds of floss. This is my favorite kind for braces because of the threader, and I like it because the spongy part really cleans super well. I used to have a little bit of bleeding on a molar back here. Um, there was a filling done there 2 years ago, and ever since I would floss daily, right? But there would always be a little bit of bleeding there, no matter what I did. It didn't matter if I was really gentle going in with the floss. I tried all kinds of different flosses, and I never really skipped a day. Maybe once in a while I would skip a day of flossing, but I've, for the most part, stuck with flossing pretty well. But the only problem is that um, the bleeding would continue. Well, after I got braces, and once I went back to this, the bleeding went away within 2 days. And now I can use any floss there. This is not the only floss I use. I do use other flosses, such as this basic one here. I really like this too. I like something basic, nothing really complicated, and this is really great when I'm at home. This is better for situations when you're outside, when you're at a restaurant or something, um, or you can buy these individual, Glide floss threaders. I actually don't like these as much as the super floss. I actually prefer the super floss because this Glide is always great. I love Glide products. I don't know anybody who could hate this, and I don't hate it. I just prefer the super floss more because of the thicker, um, you know, floss. It's thicker and it scrubs really well, like I said. But it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. I just recommend this for people who have bleeding gums. Orthodontist about your concerns with bleeding gums, because you don't want some deeper issue to go any further than it is. Don't just take my advice, but talk to your orthodontist if you have really bad bleeding gums. And basically that's all I wanted to say. And oh yeah, I want to also talk about these. These are, I've only been able to see these at Walmart, as I'll use them, but I've only used one of them. I don't really like them. I like the regular floss better, and these might be better for people that need convenience. If you don't have that much time to floss at home, these might be better for you. But honestly, I just don't really like the picks as much. I just got so used to the regular kind of floss that I actually prefer that to the picks. And lastly, I want to talk about the easy brushes. These are the best I like about them is that their intended purpose is to go in between the teeth, kind of like flossing, but it doesn't replace flossing though. And what they do is they kind of brush the interproximal area, and that's what I like about it. But for the years that I tried using these, up until this year when I got the braces on, I was never able to go in between my teeth with these, no matter how hard I try. And I even buy the extra tight kind, and I was never able to get these through my teeth. Well, ever since getting braces on, now some of the spaces have opened up a little bit, and now I'm able to fit on certain teeth, not all of them, but on certain teeth, I'm able to actually fit these in between my teeth. And so I don't know what I'm going to do for my next video. I might talk about my next appointment, which is on the 17th of this month, but I might do weekly videos too about this topic. And so thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.